Well, I was just in the middle of taking a video, and my neighbor's car alarm started going off, and instead of pressing the pause button, I pressed stop. So I'm going to start all over. Last time I posted, my throttle body was sticking, car was too low, I needed a new can lambda sensor, I needed to fix my wastegate, oil pan was leaking, and I had a small, tiny leak from the thermostat. It was just the hose clamp. We're good. Thermostat hasn't, excuse me. Also, side note, these are Amazon hood struts. The struts work great. The clips are what's bad. That one doesn't even have a clip down there. And I also feel like the hood should open more. I really have to bend down to get in here. So, 380 horsepower. As of January 1st, Texas, where I'm at, you no longer need your car to be inspected. Some counties still require emissions, but this car is older than 25 years, so it doesn't matter. That being said, I went and got this thing registered for the first time since April 2020. That's when the tags that were on the car when I bought it expired, which is insane. It's literally almost 5 years since this thing was legally driven. I would pass inspection. Literally every single thing works, all lights, every function, except I ain't got no wiper arms. As you can see, that's just blank, and the one back there is also just blank. I pulled some off a sedan from the junkyard at one point, not realizing that sedan and coupe wiper arms are different. Super obnoxious. Anyway, so throttle body sticking, right? This is the throttle body I had on the car, K-Power Industries throttle body for my K-Power Industries intake manifold. I had a Skunk 2 that I bought a long time ago that I wanted to run, but interfered with my pulley setup, so I got the K-Power Industries one and gave that intake along with this throttle body to a friend. And recently I had a chance to go back home, so when I went home I was like, hey bro, I need your throttle body because mine sticks. And he was like, sure dude, you gave it to me, here you go. So he gave it back to me. Unfortunately, this is a K-Series throttle body. This is a B-Series throttle body. K-Power Industries sets their manifold up to use B-Series throttle body. And the bolt patterns are different. Super obnoxious. Reached out to K-Power Industries. I was like, yo, throttle body sticks. And they were like, yeah, that'll happen. You're not the first. And I was like, that's great. As you can see, you probably see a little bit of light through there around the edges. They literally said to file the butterfly plate. Don't worry about how disgusting that is. They said to file it, and I was like, well, I don't really give a shit at this point. So I took a Dremel to it. They didn't tell me how to file it or how much to file it. And it's still stuck. I don't know if I can do it with one hand, but cruising, right? You're cruising in a neighborhood. That's about how much throttle you're giving it. And then you let off, but it gets stuck. Like here, you're here, but that causes your rev to shoot up. Now, if you snap it shut, it would fix that problem. Whatever. Also, still having problems with my can lambda gauge. The gauge art link can, not can lambda, but my link can gauge from gauge art. Reached out to them. They told me to download their beta app. I tried this phone, which is a S23 Plus. I tried my old 21 Plus. My homie has a 16 Plus or iPhone 16. I tried an app on my laptop that lets me run Android apps. Still get the same message: refuse to connect, cannot connect, whatever the fuck it is. So that's really annoying. But that being said, I've driven this thing about 150 miles in the past 10 days or so. And this thing fucking rips. I still want it to be faster. I still want to make 500 because that was the end goal. And I'm not happy with 380. I'm happy with it. Like in the end, it's running and streetable and insanely fun at 380. But I could have done that on that motor. And that's a hurt motor. This is a Eagles, or not, excuse me, not Eagles. This is a mildly built with cheap parts bottom end, but still better than stock internals. It's on that one, plus ARP head and main studs and the K20 oil pump. Like, this thing will handle all the 500 and do it reliably. Probably could have done it on that, but keyword reliably. Wanted to reliably run 500 in this. Excuse me. Also, I think it's fucking insane that some of y'all, I posted this shit on Reddit And some of y'all were like, oh, I watch your YouTube channels. Dude, that's fucking crazy to me. Thanks, I guess. Hopefully you get something out of this. Because I don't just talk about this K-swap. I know it sounds like I do, but I also like running that dumb other E36 shit, right? These coilovers have driven me fucking insane. Partly because my garage isn't completely level. It's not flat all the way around. That side's a little fucked. That's why every time I use my jack stands, I have to have this one piece. You can see where the jack stand bites it because they're not all level. Now, where I was going with that is I've made so many adjustments to these coilovers, taking these wheels off so many fucking times. I got to drive the car yesterday, and there's a bunch of thumping in the rear end, and it's sort of fucking scaring me. I'm not, like, it's a violent thump between gear shifts. And realized that my front diff bolt, the bolt on the front of the diff to the subframe, was loose. That was super uncool, so I retorqued everything. I'm sort of a man of the torque now. As you can see, I got a torque wrench now. It used to be just fucking ugga dugga. Also, that's some Loctite. I don't want that shit getting loose at all. That was honestly pretty scary. This video is getting a little longer than I wanted it to be. I just wanted to update. I have a video of me doing like a quick 1, 2, maybe getting into 3 pull. I don't know. But I do. My homie has the sunglasses that take the videos and shit. And I want to ask him to use it so that I could show y'all like the fucking, not necessarily the 0 to 60, but just like when it gets in a boost, how it reacts, how the gauges look. Just so you can get a feel of what's going on. I do have a 323 LSD or so, I think. I've gotten stuck on my driveway at least twice now because one wheel on the ground, one wheel in the air doesn't transfer power to the one wheel on the ground. Don't know how that works. Not a differential guy. Not even really a mechanic. I just sort of fucking threw this shit together. Anyways. And cruising at the highway in 5th gear doing like 80. Bro, this car is at like 3,400 RPM. That's fucking obnoxious. Like, dude, I like the diff. I paid $1,000 for it, so I have to like it. 5-speed ZF trans because they're easy to come by. They're also getting expensive. But maybe a 6-speed and a different diff would pair better. Also, when I got the new throttle body, I got a new TPS, the Acuity Hull. I guess it's like the go-to. My tuner has me locked out of my tune, and by that I mean he put a password on it, which I understand because it'd be really shitty of me to like go to another tuner and he sees that and he's like, oh, this is a great tune, I'm gonna save this, or like fuck with it a little, you know. So every time I get in the car, I have to recalibrate the TPS, or else it's fucked and I can't drive past like 2,200 RPM. Small minor issue. He's gonna remote in hopefully this coming week, go over some things and like set lean cut, hopefully set 2-step. Maybe I'll like drive around and do a couple of pulls and get him on a nice log to look at. But yeah, I just want to give you all an update. 380 horsepower, fucking rips. Oh, also, I do have my bumpers on, my M3 kit. I got this is an Amazon tow hook license plate bracket, because I wanted the intercooler to be nice and visible. And I just dremeled a hole in this piece. I think it came out pretty good. I don't know about y'all. Mirrors. I went to the junkyard and actually got a fucking little mirror controller, because I probably tossed mine when I put these motherfuckers in. And I didn't know these were like power mirrors. That's so sick to me. Side skirts, don't worry about the body lines there. I gotta redo this one. And the rear bumper with the diffuser. Also, don't worry about the body lines there. It actually looks worse. Hey man, I'm not a body man. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a dude, bro. Don't worry about me. As long as it don't fall off, and I know it won't because it's bolted and zip tied, then I'm good. Front lip. Don't worry about that gap right there. Car don't need to look good. Car needs to drive good. And right now, car drives good. Except for the millions of fucking rattles. I don't know if anybody else has a good at E36, but this shit's loud. Also, these door panels. I only have 4 bolts. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, holding it together. Because I didn't have enough rib nuts to do more than that. And yo, it's a loud car to drive. I also have my suspension on max softness because this thing with any bit of stiff rattles my fucking dome like bad. But yeah, so I still got a couple things to do, right? This is my E36 parts drawer. Those were CV boots, trans fluid, diff fluid, a boost gauge I need to put in, tail lights that came with the car. I have a bunch of wheel spacers now because I was going to do 5 mils in the rear, still rubbed. Forgot I had 5 mils, so I bought more. I had 10 mils rubbed. So now I have no wheel spacer in the rear. Fitment doesn't look great, but function over form, they don't rub. And I still had to go higher than I wanted to. Like, there's still a bit of more of a gap than I wanted there to be. But when it squats down, when it fucking hits boost, because this motherfucker does squat a little bit, it'll rub. That's about it. K-Swap E36, finally street driving it. Fucking rips. A lot faster than I don't know, it's like the fastest car I've driven, that I've owned. Not driven, so I think that's really sick. All my friends want me to keep this paint, even though it's fucking disgusting because it looks like a piece of shit, but it's fast. They like the checklist I have on the hood. I don't know, man. E36 things. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I will do my best to answer them. Get y'all on the road, whether it be E36 related, K-Swap related. I've had a Nissan Titan for almost 7 years now. Know a lot about them. My dad has one. Homies have them. Done a lot of work on Titans. Yeah. Anyways, y'all take it easy.